Welcome back to SL Chennai Speaks Out. To climb the corporate ladder, do you need to work hard or work smart? This is our third round. It's called Bowl Out, but both the teams have a go at each other. Your time starts now.
Okay, I think that the hard work team is talking about smart work and probably calling it hard, smartly calling it hard work.
Most of the young people nowadays, instead of us having a discussion debate on how you need to work hard, the first thing that they want to know is, will I get a cabin, will I get a laptop, and will I get a
that's not working
will
smart,
I need to
no?
go out and this is what they
that's not working.
Expectation setting.
Yeah, that's about
that is about expectation setting, and it's
that's not working.
the duty
smart,
of the leader or the manager to actually
see
set
my definition of working smart is to be able to see, as you said, you have to achieve your goals, right, or whatever. You have to become successful. So how can you become successful in a shorter span of time, because you don't have the world's whole time with you, right? So how do you make it?
Concept of instant gratification is something
What
which is quite amazing. You said people do not have a 5-year, 10-year time frame in terms of their planning. What time frame are we talking about? 6 months, 2 months, 1 month? How is this coming to? And that's why
we are not talking about objectives. We are not talking about short-term plan or long-term plan. Either way,
who has got 10 years to work? We have all worked more than 10 years.
No, that's right. Probably
And why do you call it a slow climb? It's not a slow climb. You can have a good, nice, rapid climb, and you can work long. Sustainable. You know the productive life of an individual in a working environment, in a where you don't own the company, but you work in an environment. It's close to 40 years.
Yeah, I am not talking about retiring at 25, I'm not talking about retiring at 25, nor making it at the age of 60. I'm not saying becoming a CEO at 60. I'm not saying that. I'm saying
To become a CEO at the age of 60, you should be owning the company, because otherwise you have to retire.
So no, I'm not saying both. See, I'm saying what is the hard work that you're talking about? That's what I want to know.
To a large extent, as is stated, from what I've got from what you all were trying to define smart work, or what you connotate hard work to be, is doing things on your own. It's not. From your conversation, I'm taking on words from your working long hours. My point is, you can work long hours. There's absolutely no problem. As long as you're as productive and you're able to deliver the end result. But the point that we are trying to make is that you should not shy away from hard work. From where the two of you were coming from was all about only trying to do things quickly. It's about trying to do things in a so-called smart manner. I do not know whether it's ethical, and getting things done quickly, right? It's not only about that. It's not only about getting things done quickly. It's not only about getting my next promotion within the next 3 months. It's not only about my boss having to look at me.
So what is it
about? You yourself stated that it's about leadership. It's not about boss, and that's exactly what we're trying to say. At the end of the day, when you're working in an organization and when you're carrying an entire organization with you, behind you, you got to ensure that we deliver the results to the stakeholders the way the stakeholder expects it out of us. Now, for which you want to term it as smart work, or you want to term it as hard work, or you can even use it as interchangeably, that's fine. But at the end of the day, the crux of the matter is, you should not fear working hard. If tomorrow the situation, you gave me an example that one may sleep only for 2 hours, 3 hours in a day. Sometimes, if the situation demands, and if it demands it that you have to carry it on this way in order to complete a particular task for the next 3 to 4 days, you should not fear it.
We are talking about working for the same set of stakeholders who, in today's corporate environment, do not give you the luxury of time. Everything is expected as of yesterday. Tell me if you guys face the situation. You're probably, how many of you are actually working? Not many, few of you. When you go into your environment, you hear your boss tell you that, right? Or your leader, or your manager, term him whichever way you want. But then they say, I want this done as of yesterday. Just when you are halfway through it, trust me, this is reality on the ground. Halfway through it, 2 o'clock comes another boom. There's an email which comes saying, this is an absolute escalation and this is urgent and you need to leave everything aside, work on this. Come 4 o'clock, when you're actually sort of sorting out between the two, the first job and the second job, you get job 3. This is the reality on the ground. We are not talking of big managers and senior management here. We are talking about any normal employee in any organization. Because today we are racing against time. It's a rat race. It's a mad competition out there. And having said that, we need to, it's all about gearing yourself to face that competition. Because if you don't do it, your neighbor would. And that's precisely what determines who's going to be successful
I find this
or
very
who would
strange.
not be.
No, no, let Himanshu, let Himanshu.
One second. Getting your homework done to someone is hard work or smart work.
Exactly what
The
I said.
example
I've
that you
seen
had
people-
quoted to me,
I've
sorry
seen
to say
people
that,
do
off
this.
camera, was that's smart work.
No.
I'm exactly that's
All right,
not.
Himanshu, tell us why it's strange. Yeah.
Huh?
Why do
No,
you find it strange?
I find this very strange. The way you are describing is every morning that you get to work is who else is plotting in the organization to bring me down.
Not at all. This
Yeah.
is
What is
absolute
my-
and gross misinterpretation.
what is my
Himanshu.
boss going to think about me today?
Shadow boxing.
Yeah.
I don't think we
Will
want
I
to
get
be the boss.
punched? Will I get punched today in the office?
No.
Yeah. If I don't do this work, will I lose my job? This is not. Come on. This is not
I
the
think,
work
I think all
environment
of
that we
us
are
do
talking
have to worry about, we are nowhere saying that smart work implies conniving, backbiting, around or trying to pull the other person down. We're not talking of the Indian crab that Sanjay was talking about. Shortcut is in bettering your own productivity. We are not talking about shortcutting somebody's life or shortcutting somebody's ability to grow in life. I would only be in awe and appreciate someone who is my colleague at work. And
Shortcutting
does
someone's
something
life is murder, right?
at the corporate world I'm talking about.
Also,
In the corporate
Sanjay,
sense.
Vikram, as you said, you tell me, will you enjoy, a 2-hour sleep on a daily basis, or you would constantly want to, you'll be working on
burnout.
increasing the number
With
of
strong
years.
coffee.
It depends on
Yeah.
each individual. It
No,
depends.
you know, you
for
tell
you,
me.
for
No,
you,
you
it
no, no,
depends
you
on
no, no,
each.
no,
One
give-
second,
no,
one
give me-
second.
give me an answer.
You cannot. No. You cannot say that. Hey, listen.
no,
Now
Vikram,
that I assume that if
Vikram,
you are getting 2 hours of
Vikram,
sleep a day, you
Vik-
don't like it.
Vikram,
No.
Vikram, let's
can't say that.
No, let's
Do you
get
like it
let's-
actually? Do you like it? 2 hours
Yeah,
of
I
sleep?
do. You like it?
If today
Do
the
you- no, it's
situation
a simple
demands it,
question.
or if sometimes the situation demands it, I mean, so be it.
No,
No,
do
no,
you
no,
like
no.
it? Do you enjoy it? That's what I want to know. Do you enjoy it?
As long as I know I get professional satisfaction and achieve the result for my organization at the end of the
please.
day. No. At the end of the day, see.
No, but Vikram,
see,
there's a term. There's a term for
connotation-
someone.
One second. I'm
So
so
one
sorry
second.
to
There's a
cut you
term
in.
for someone who gets 2 hours of sleep and enjoys it. It's called workaholic.
All of us try to do to-do list and we all fail. But I think very few of us have a not to do list. Look at the amount of time that is wasted on not to do things in the organization. And I think
Absolutely, Manshu, you're
and-
talking
and-
of time guzzlers, you're talking about time baiters.
Yeah, you
okay,
were
there are
talking
always
about
time wasters in every organization, in any workplace. Now, people who actually put in 14 hours of work,
that is
When
being
was the
possibly
last time
people
you had a not to do
Himanshu,
list?
no, Himanshu, that is being smart actually. Trying to collect all your things,
Precisely.
actionables, and make it, either you trash it, which are the so-called not to do, and you make your to-dos, and then, you know what, I also feel that most of your stress comes out of unresolved things, the moment you start resolving things, your stress becomes very less. Like for example, like how you said, if you are able to, populate your not to do list, then, you're actually reducing the stress a lot. And so you clearly know you don't have to action that. And even when you want to you have a set of actionables, if you know that, okay, this is something which I can do after 2 years, so you can defer, or 2 days or 2 hours, you can defer, or there's something called a
But I
2-minute
thought
rule.
you didn't
No,
expect anybody
no.
to work for 2 years. You
Ah,
said that
funny.
time frame
That
is
is funny.
shorter.
No, I mean, there's something called a 2-minute rule that we follow at our office, where, you say, if you have to make a phone call, you're in a meeting, it's a 2-minute job. You pick up your phone, just say excuse from the meeting, and then pick up your phone, call, and then come back. That it's a 2-minute rule. So why do you want to do? So these are small things which will, add on to your stress. And this is about smart working. Like for example, before you had alarm, where if you have to get up early in the morning at 5 o'clock or 4 o'clock, would you think in your mind that, oh, okay, I have to get up and sleep? Then you'll never be able to catch up a good night's sleep, right? So you leave the job to an alarm.
So you don't like
if you set
working
an
hard.
alarm,
You don't like working hard.
No, what is your definition
You don't
of
like working hard
No,
at times.
No,
So
what is your
exactly
definition of working
that's
hard?
exactly the point
What
I'm
is
trying-
it? No,
exact-
no, no,
can I
no, no.
speak?
See,
It's
don't-
exactly the
no,
point that I'm trying to make.
You're trying to tell me,
It's
you're trying to
exactly
put
the
some-
point I'm trying to
No,
make,
no,
madam.
Vikram, you're trying to put some fear
At
into
the
my
end of
mind
the
saying
day,
working
it
hard
depends.
is,
At the
something,
end of the day, it depends.
Yeah.
In the corporate world, today the term hard work and smart work, and I think that's one of the key takeaways we can have today. There are two words which are interchangeable, and that depends on the situation that one is in the organization. A particular situation will demand what any layman would say smart work. a situation would demand that I handle it that way. Another situation could arise where a smart work alone will not help get me to that end point. The impression I have from the two of you is that you're saying there's only one thing that works in the corporate world, and that's smart work, and that's the end of it.
No, no, I
I'm
said
saying,
hard
no,
work is an intrinsic part of
if
smart
not, I'll
work.
give you a chance,
Sure.
okay? But
I said hard work.
let me finish,
hold
let me
on.
finish.
From the beginning, we have been talking
I
about
think,
this.
I don't know whether you will
I must
agree with
interrupt
me.
here. Hard
I
work
don't know
is an
whether you will
intrinsic
agree
part
with
of
me,
smart
but
work.
Today,
Goes without saying.
These are two coins, or these are two terms of the same coin. They're interchangeable. I don't know whether you will agree with me or not.
No,
See,
not
we
at
do
all.
not.
Then-
Basically, if you ask us, I think on behalf of this team, I would say we are only talking about the shift which needs to happen within each one of us. We're talking about many a time we all think we're actually doing very good work, and that is smart work. There's possibly a better way of doing the same work. And when we look up people around us who are really successful in the real sense of the word, and you talked about ethics, I think all through the underlying assumption is ethics forms a basic
Yeah,
crux
I
of
mean,
any
I
job
don't
that we are
think,
in.
that
We're
calls
not
for a
talking
separate
about,
discussion.
short-circuiting something here and trying to run
But
up.
I have
No,
a
we're
small-
not.
I have a small
Let me finish.
observation.
So we're talking about having that shift within each one of us as to what can we do something different if I really need to be what my role model is
All
like.
right, Himanshu, yes.
I have a little comment on this. It is to assume that the set of people who work hard are actually quite dumb, and I must really repeat this, that it's not so. People who work hard
Is it a result of
are
some introspection?
equally smart, and they can actually work out all the things that you're talking about. And this work smart variety, people who just completely focus on work smart. Work smart is what? Today this opportunity, tomorrow another opportunity, jump there. Another opportunity day after, jump
No,
there.
no, I think we are totally digressing. We are not.
Work.
We are talking about.
I'll give you examples of work
I
smart.
go back to what I said. We're talking about smarting your own self.
I'll give you examples of work smart.
Working hard is putting 20 years in Tata company? I mean, I don't
think so. There's anything wrong in that. I'm sorry.
No,
I
it's
take
that,
strong
I mean, if you're
offense to
saying
that.
Job hopping is not working smart.
Yeah,
Job
you can- I
hopping-
can be-
Every 3
job
months-
hopping
every-
is
No, no,
not
20
working
years
smart.
of
We are
being
not
an
talking of
organization,
job
there's nothing
hopping
wrong.
here. I think we are
Loyalty
totally
is a virtue,
digressing.
right?
Every 3
Yeah.
months.
Loyalty is a virtue.
Job hopping is
Every-
not working.
You get CVs nowadays where 2
Okay.
years, 6 jobs.
No, that's
So
not working
then you say,
smart.
which is
Okay,
the next one?
We are not
Yeah,
talking
give us
about
examples
job
of
hopping.
Working with Tatas for 20 years doesn't mean you're.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't know.
not
I
working
take
hard.
that
That's
as
not-
no, no,
yeah.
that's
One
not
shot,
correct.
19,
That's not working
19
hard.
is the number,
No,
one
no,
more
no,
year to go.
that's
He's
not
been for
working
19
hard.
years, I've been 12 years.
One more year to go.
No, Himanshu, give us examples. You wanted to give us examples of working
We
smart.
are not talking of
Yeah.
job hopping
Himanshu.
here in the
Hopping or
context
staying,
of working
yeah.
Okay,
hard or
Rolling
working
Stones, forget
smart.
the Rolling Stones debate now, but give us examples
Very-
of working
very
smart.
Interesting examples from
Yeah.
the time that I joined in various. And for me, yes, it has been job hopping because I have moved from one Tata business to another. So if you call it job hopping, it's job hopping.
You called it job hopping, not me.
But that apart, many examples. You sit in a meeting, yeah, there is one person who does not allow anybody else to talk. Very smart, very noticeable, yeah, good class
I hope you're not
participation.
referring to me.
Nothing comes out of it. There are another set of people that you see. Boss says this work has to be done, first volunteer who bolts out like a racehorse, saying I'll do it. Yeah, not looking at do I have the capability, sitting into a discussion, figuring it out, work smart. Catch this, move with this just now. This is something which we have seen repeatedly in the organizations you see, and I'm quite sure you can visualize people in your own organization who do it all the time.
Okay, I think there's a negative connotation you're bringing to work smart, and I don't think that's true. Smart doesn't mean that you have to jump up, you have to be always visible. No, I'm saying you smart. To me, smart means that use tools available, use technology, talk to people, network, and still be able to do something in a most easy way. Ask yourself, keep
How do
asking
you get
yourself.
actually adaptable
Yeah,
at work?
exactly,
Today's
yeah.
scenario is
Keep
all
asking
about
yourself.
Yeah,
change.
like what she did on Facebook. She sent me a message on Facebook first.
No,
talking
keep
about
asking
how-
yourself, is there a better method of doing it? Is there an easy way? Okay, if say some people are very lazy, okay, so how would a lazy man do it? I mean, that's a good thing to ask. I mean, so what? I mean, you can find out. I mean, see, that is not, I don't think, smart is about being cunning and, shrewd and, trying to, say yes to a boss or trying to suck up to your boss. Oh, no, that's
All
not
right. So smart, according to Vandana, is not about yes sir, no sir, 3 bags full. But I'm sure everybody in the audience has questions to ask, a volley of questions to fire at them. We'll do all that in a very short while from now. But first, we'll slide into a short break on SL Chennai Speaks Out Season 2. Stay tuned.